Welcome back to my channel, Warth Old Coins. Today is best top 5 coins. One you want to miss, we're diving into the world of America coins. Please don't skip this video. So let's get it started. Top 1. The 1966 United States 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln Memorial Cent, 1966 United States 1-cent coin. Complete historical overview. Historical context. The 1966 Lincoln cent was minted during a transitional period in U.S. coinage. The Coinage Act of 1965 eliminated silver from most coins due to rising silver prices and hoarding. From 1965 to 1967, the U.S. Mint temporarily removed all mint marks to discourage hoarding and reduce strain on the coin supply. No proof sets were made from 1965-1967. Instead, the Mint produced special mint sets, SMS. Design details obverse portrait of Abraham Lincoln by Victor D. Brenner, used since 1909, reverse Lincoln Memorial by Frank Gasparo, introduced in 1959, edge plain metal composition, 95% copper, 5% zinc, bronze. Weight 3.11 grams, diameter 19.05 millimeter, minting details, mint location, mint, mark mintage, 1966. Notes, Philadelphia, none. 2,988, 147,783. Includes coins from multiple mints, no mint. Marks used. Special mint set, none. 2,261, 583 SMS sets. Struck in San Francisco, no mint mark. All 1966 coins have no mint marks, even those made in Denver or San Francisco. Special mint sets, SMS, 1966. Only issued instead of proof sets, 1965-1967. Higher quality strike than circulation coins, but not quite proof, often found in better condition than business strikes, SMS. Coins may show cameo or frosty finishes on the devices. Varieties and errors. The 1966 cent is not known for many major varieties, but there are minor die cracks and cuds. Some coins show striking anomalies. SMS coins can vary in surface finish and may carry cameo designation in grading value of 1966, 1-cent coin, as of 2025, type value, circulated value, uncirculated SMS. Regular circulation face value, 1C, 0.25, $1 MS65 plus. SMS, special mint set, $1, 5 plus. More if cameo, high-grade SMS, cameo, decam, $10, 50 graded coins in MS66, MS67 plus may bring higher value. Cultural and economic context, 1966. President Lyndon B. Johnson. Vietnam War escalating. Civil rights issues, ongoing inflation, and silver shortages influenced coin production. A penny in 1966 had the purchasing power of about 10 to 12 cents today. Summary table feature details. Type Lincoln Memorial Cent metal, 95% copper, 5% zinc, bronze, mint marks. None, on purpose, 1965 and 1967 proof. Coins, no proofs. Only SMS sets, key varieties, SMS, cameo finishes, total mintage over 2.1 billion plus SMS coins. Why the 1966 penny is important? Represents a coinage reform era. No mint marks, no silver coins, transition to modern clad coins, special mint. Sets make it an interesting piece for collectors still commonly found in circulation today. Top 2. The full long history of a 1968 United States 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln Memorial Cent. Below is a detailed historical overview of the 1968 U.S. penny and the broader coinage context that year. 68. United States 1-cent. Coin. Full long history, historical context of U.S. coinage in 1968. The year 1968 marked a turning point in U.S. coinage following the Coinage Act of 1965, which eliminated silver from most coins, except partial silver in half dollars, changed designs, minting practices, and removed mint marks from 1965 to 1967. By 1968, the U.S. Mint reintroduced mint marks and resumed regular proof coin production, signaling a return to normalcy after a chaotic mid-60s. 68. Lincoln 1-cent coin. Key facts feature, details, obverse design, Abraham Lincoln, by Victor D. Brenner. Reverse design, Lincoln Memorial, by Frank Gasparo. Years of design: obverse since 1909, reverse since 1959, metal composition 95% copper, 5% zinc, weight 3.11 grams, diameter 19.05 millimeters, edge plain, mint marks: no mark, Philadelphia; D, Denver; S, San Francisco. Mintage numbers: see below mint locations and mintage mint mark. Mintage, Philadelphia, 1,707,780, 970, Denver; D, 2,886,755,000, San Francisco; S, 258, 270,001. The S Mint in 1968 resumed proof coin production after a 3-year suspension. San Francisco also produced regular business strike coins for circulation. Notable facts and varieties: 1968 S proof cents. Special mirror finish coins made for collectors. Over 3 million were made. Mint marks. Return: 1968 was the first year since 1964 that mint marks reappeared on coins. No major errors. There are few rare errors for 1968 cents, but some varieties include doubled dies off-center strikes, clipped planches value of the 1968 penny as of 2025, type value, typical range, circulated, all mints, face value, 1 cent, uncirculated, MS65, 0.25 S, proof. Cent 1, 3 rare errors. Doubled dies, 5 100 plus depending on rarity-related coinage in 1968 coin composition. Notable info: nickel, 5C. 75% copper, 25% nickel, no silver. Standard Jefferson design dime, 10C. Copper nickel-clad silver removed in 1965 quarter, 25C. Copper nickel-clad same as dime half dollar, 50C, 40% silver. Last years of silver content, 1965-1970, dollar. 1. Not minted for circulation in 1968 cultural and economic context in 1968 Vietnam War, U.S. deeply involved. Protests growing, Martin Luther King Jr. and RFK assassinations, a year of national turmoil, cost of living. A penny still had reasonable purchasing power, about 09 in 2025 value, rise in coin collecting. The return of mint marks and proof sets sparked renewed collector interest. Conclusion: why the 1968 penny matters. 1968 marked the return of mint marks and proof coins after the disruption caused by the 1965 Coinage Act. The penny remained mostly unchanged in design, but its role in American coinage and history stayed strong. While not rare, 1968 cents, especially S mint and proof examples, are an important part of modern numismatic collections. Top 3. The 1972 United States 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln Memorial, sent out 1972, U.S. 1-cent coin. Complete historical overview, historical background. The 1972 penny continued the long-standing Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909, and switched to the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959 to honor Lincoln's 150th birthday. The 1972 cent is well known among collectors because of a famous doubled die obverse, DDO variety. Mint marks had been restored in 1968 after a brief hiatus, 1965-1967. Coin design and composition: obverse portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner. Reverse Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. Edge. Plain metal composition: 95% copper, 5% zinc, bronze alloy. Weight: 3.11 grams. Diameter: 19.05 millimeter. Mint locations and mintage figures. Mint location. Mint mark mintage notes: Philadelphia, none. 233,255,000. includes famous DDO variety Denver D 2065,071,400. No major known varieties. San Francisco S 376 939 108. Business strike and proof. Coins San Francisco. Proof. S 3260 9996. Struck for collectors only. Famous variety 1972 doubled die obverse. DDO found on Philadelphia minted cents only. No mint mark. Shows strong doubling on. In God We Trust Liberty. The date 1972. Highly collectible and valuable in high grade. Other DDOs exist, but only one is considered the Class Y major DDO. Coin values, as of 2025, type typical value, circulated. Value in high grade 1972, Philadelphia. Face value 1C0. 25 $1 MS65 plus 1972 double die obverse $100 300 plus circulated $500 2000 plus MS65 plus 1972 D face value 0.10 050 21 times 72 S business strike face value 0.10 050 150 1 times 72 S proof $1 $5 10 plus in PR 6870, D-Cam special notes on proof coin struck in San Francisco with the S mint mark. Made with mirror-like fields and frosted details. Deep cameo, D-Cam examples, are highly collectible. Cultural and economic context, 1972. President, Richard Nixon. Inflation was rising. A penny was still useful for daily transactions. Coin collecting was booming in America, with millions of proof and mint sets sold the U. U.S. Mint was modernizing production, but still using bronze for cents, before changing to zinc in 1982. Summary table feature 1972. Cent details metal composition, 95% copper, 5% zinc mint marks none, Philadelphia. D. Total mintage over 5. 9 billion circulation coins, key variety, 1972 doubled die obverse proof coins, only from San Francisco. S. Why the 1972 penny is important, one of the most famous doubled die cents in modern U.S. history, represents the last decade of the full bronze Lincoln cents. A key collectible from the 1970s due to its variety and massive circulation. Top 4 the full long history of a 1965 United States coin, possibly referring to the 1 cent, penny, or perhaps any U.S. coin from 1965. Below is a complete historical overview focused on U.S. coins minted in 1965, especially the penny and other denominations, United States coins in 1965. Full history background. The coinage crisis of the early 1960s. By the early 1960s, the U.S. faced a major coin shortage. This was due to rising silver prices, approaching or exceeding the face value of coins, increased hoarding of coins for their metal content economic growth, leading to more demand for coins in circulation. As a result, the U.S. Mint began making significant changes to coinage starting in 1965. Key coinage developments in 1965. The Coinage Act of 1965 signed into law on July 23, 1965. The Coinage Act of 1965 brought sweeping changes, eliminated silver from circulating dimes and quarters. Before 1965, dimes and quarters were 90% silver. Starting in 1965, they were changed to a copper-nickel-clad composition, halved the silver content. In half dollars, the Kennedy half dollar was changed from 90% to 40% silver from 1965 to 1970. Removed mint marks, 1965-1967. To discourage hoarding, extended coinage authority to allow the Treasury to mint coins with new designs and materials without congressional approval. The 1965 Lincoln cent, 1 cent coin, design, obverse, Abraham Lincoln, by Victor D. Brenner, unchanged since 1909. Reverse Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, introduced in 1959. Metal composition, 95% copper, 5% zinc, and tin, standard bronze composition, used from 1962-1982, except for 1943, weight, 3.11 grams diameter, 19.05 mint marks, none, deliberately omitted 1965-1967 as part of anti-hoarding measures. Mint locations, Philadelphia and Denver, but no mint marks in 1965. Mintage, over 1.5 billion Lincoln cents were minted in 1965, with no official breakdown between mints due to the missing mint marks. Other 1965 coins, transition to clad coinage dimes and quarters, first year without silver, now copper-nickel clad, 1965 dimes and quarters are not valuable for silver content. Half. Dollar. Kennedy half. Struck in 40% silver from 1965 to 1970, the only regular. U.S. coin still containing silver in 1965, no proof sets in 1965. Due to changes, the mint suspended proof sets from 1965-1967. Instead, special mint sets, SMS, were issued for collector's notes and value, 1965 Lincoln cent value, common in circulation. Still found today, typical circulated example. Face value, uncirculated. MS65 plus. Typically worth 0 and 15. 0.50 SMS versions are slightly more valuable, $5 depending on quality. No known rare errors for the 1965 cent other 1965 coins, 1965. Kennedy half dollar. Worth 4.6 in circulated condition due to silver content, 1965, quarter dime. Generally worth face value unless in uncirculated or SMS form historical significance, 1965. Coins represent the beginning of modern U.S. coinage without precious metals. The year marked a radical departure from traditional silver coinage, ending a system used since the 18th century. It also reflected the economic changes of the time, with silver prices rising and industrial needs increasing. Summary table of 1965. U.S. coins denomination composition, silver content. Mint marks notes penny, 95% copper. None standard Lincoln Memorial design, nickel 75% copper 25% nickel. None no changes from prior years dime copper nickel clad. None first year. Without silver quarter, copper nickel clad. None first year. Without silver, half dollar, 40% silver. Partial, none only coin with silver. Top 5 the full long history of the 1960 United States 1 cent coin, the Lincoln cent, including its background, variations, minting details, value, and significance. 60. United States 1 cent coin. Full history, historical background. The Lincoln cent. First introduced in 1909, continued in 1960 with the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, which had replaced the original wheat ears reverse in 1959, marking Abraham Lincoln's 150th birthday. The 1960 cent came during a time of economic growth and pre-Vietnam War-era stability. Coin collecting was gaining popularity, and the U.S. Mint introduced small changes that caught collectors' attention. Design, overview obverse, bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner. Reverse Lincoln Memorial Building, designed by Frank Gasparo. Introduced 1959, edge plane material. 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc weight, 3.11 grams, diameter 19.05 millimeters. Key feature of the 1960 cent. Large date versus small date. 1960 cents are known for having 2 distinct date varieties. Small. Date the digits in 1960 appear thinner and closer together, more desirable, especially the 1960D small date. Large date. The digits are wider and taller, more common overall. These differences occurred due to die modifications at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Mint marks and mintage figures. Mint location. Mint mark mintage. Notes. Philadelphia, none. 586 400 to 5,000. Includes small and large date Denver, D1580, 184,000, includes small and large date, Philadelphia proof, none, 1691602. All proof coins struck in Philadelphia, note. No mint marks were used on Philadelphia coins in 1960, varieties and collector interest. 60 small date, Philadelphia and Denver, is more valuable than large date. Tack in 60, D over D, DD, RPM, repunched mint mark. Variety is popular among collectors. Proof. Coins. Minted in Philadelphia for collectors, often of higher value. Coin values, as of 2025. Coin type approx. Value, circulated value, uncirculated proof. 1960. Large date. Face value, 0.10 up to $1 in MS651962. Small date, 0.10, $1.520 plus in MS65 plus 11960D. Large date face value, 0.10, 0.50, 201960D. Small date, $2. 10 plusers up to 100 plus in top grades, 1960D RPM, D over D, $5, 50 plus. Very collectible, 1960 proof. Small date, $5, 25 plus. Higher in PR 68 plus grades. Note, condition, grade, eye appeal, and certification. Affect value significantly, economic and cultural context. In 1960, Dwight D. Eisenhower was U.S. President until January 1961. Cost of living. A penny had much more buying power in 1960. Equivalent to $0.10 in today's dollars. Coin usage. Pennies were still commonly used for daily transactions. Rise in numismatics. The 1960-cent varieties sparked collecting interest. Summary, table feature, 1960 cent details, type Lincoln. Memorial cent metal composition, 95% copper, 5% tin, zinc, bronze varieties. Large date, small date, RPM key collectibles 1960. D small date, DD repunched mint mark mint. Marks D, Denver, none, Philadelphia. Proof coins. Yes, Philadelphia. Why the 1960 penny is historically important, first year, to have widely recognized small and large date varieties. Helped popularize modern coin collecting among Americans. Represents a transitional period in coinage before major changes in metal. Content in the mid-1960s. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.